Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to our trading room. So yesterday, it seems like the big move came early on because the market ending up settling in after that, and we're getting this doji type bar. I think technically they call this one a gravestone. Tends to be a pretty bearish bar, especially if the market can get below the lows. Then we start seeing that candlestick pattern. I think they refer to it as is it a morning star or an evening star? I forget, but at any rate, it tends to be a bit of a reversal pattern. What I find more interesting is that volume is up. So the day before we had this big bar, but relatively speaking, the volume was light. Yesterday, a smaller bar and yet heavier volume. So that tells me a lot of contracts are changing hands, even though the market's still not advancing. And to me, that opens up the possibility of perhaps a move lower. That's just kind of in the back of my mind. Of course, the overall trend is still up. So, it's one of those situations. It's not going to be very clear cut, at least not for the next little while. Here, right on the opening buzzer, it looks like we got ourselves a sell signal on the Eagle with a very sharp decline. And are the sellers going to keep at it? There's been so much momentum early. It's almost as though if you don't get on early, you may not get another chance. So we're flip-flopping here a little bit, trading some signals. I'm going to take a chance here. We've got a little bit of a move lower. I'm going to put a just-in-case order to short down there. We've hit a little bit of a sideways transition. I'm going to put a just-in-case order to sell, just in case the bottom falls out of the market. They put the brakes on pretty quick, though. Oh, Anthony's thinking we're going to get a bit of a rally here. All right, let's see. Up to 93.80. Well, that's certainly within the ballpark here. Oh, well, we just passed 93.80. There we go. Okay, so a little bit of a bullish push. I'm going to cancel that. We're going to get a cloud crossover. So if the market remains bullish, we're going to get a buy signal here on the Raptor. Falcon a little bit in a twist as we keep flip-flopping. Ooh. All right, there's my signal to short. Let's see if we get a second push opportunity on that. Okay, so all I've done is I've allowed the signal to engage. This is where the signal is reacting. So I'm going to use that area as my second push opportunity. And that coincides with the breakout of the low. So this is essentially now a test slash retest of the lows. I'm not sure here which way they're leaning. Okay, now we got a number 3 signal coming off the hard edge. So a sell signal, a failed buy signal, a sell signal. The trading band is bearish. The early move was bearish. Let's see if they continue lower. I think they might. Here comes another sell signal. All right. So they brought me in. I'm going to bring my stops up a little bit or down a little bit. Now it's early. You could try to stretch this out a little bit. Let's see, where's the next profit target? You could try to take it down to 93.50. That's certainly well within yesterday's trading range. Wow, come on. Another reversal signal. Okay, when and if we can get near these lows, I'm going to get very aggressive with my stops. And there we go. We got ourselves a number 3 signal. Okay, stops at break even. Oh, don't look back just yet. There we go. Come on, just a couple more ticks. Oh, you stinkers. All right, maybe I was a little bit quick there. Whenever you break a significant swing high or low, you'll always see a little bit of a reaction occurring. And that's what was going on here. I was looking for just a couple more ticks follow through, hoping that they would find my profit target before the reaction, but not this time. And I opted for the bringing the stop up quickly just because, well, we're not getting a whole lot in the way of follow through, are we? Fair amount of back and forth. Oh, I was going to say, I wouldn't be surprised if they went lower from there, but look at that. They're not having any of that. Okay, let's put that on the shelf before I do something I regret. Buyers showing up now to take a stab at the market. All right, our trading band is still bearish. We've had, again, this little bit of a sideways here. I'm going to throw the order in first and then I'll explain. All right. So we've had this little bit of a sideways transition. The breakout, the retest, the attempt to move lower, the attempt to move higher. You can actually throw a just in case order to buy up here as well. We got the market in a bit of a bind. I think I would favor a move to the short side, just based on what I'm seeing on the daily chart. Here we come back with another number 1 signal. We got a trend change signal on the Falcon. We got a first micro macro cross going here on the Hawk, a green bar sell on the Eagle. So signals are more or less in sync to short. Let me get a profit order in here. There we go. Bollinger Suite also in sync. Let's see if we can get a little giddy up. the sellers might just try to get down to yesterday's lows. Oh, okay, well, here we go. Number 3 signal occurring right at that same breakout zone that we've been watching. And I get like 3/4 of the way to my profit target. Come on, give me this bar. Stops at break even now. There we go. Come on. Hooray. Okay, that's one for the good guys. That's us. Like I said, momentum, it's still early, so we still got some of that early momentum. And I think it would not be unreasonable to see the market try to get down here to 93.50-ish. Well, that's the beauty of trading, Anthony. Anthony says it's a long position now. There's never a difference of opinions in trading. It's the nature of the markets. I think it's important you don't, get married to a position. You're going to be wrong. That's a given. And you need to be ready to admit that and, trade according to what the market is doing. It may well go up from here. Short term, of course, we're going to get these swings occurring. So rallies up, rallies down, rallies up, rallies down. To me, looking at the chart, it's a bit more of a downward progression, although it's far from smooth. Okay, well, give them a moment here because we're right in the thick of where we were trading yesterday, this 93.70 zone. I think that's causing some of the hesitation as well. We do have a number 2 signal here. Oh, and we have a trend change signal here on the Falcon. Oh, am I too late on that? If you wanted to try it alongside, there's an opportunity for you. Let's get that out of the way. So we now have the trend change signal, a pair of them. And the second push opportunity on that, although my signal is spoiled now because the trend line has changed. All right, let's set that to the side. Okay, so we're again just trading over the same numbers that we've seen this morning, earlier this morning. Back to the hard edge. And of course, when we hit the hard edge, both on the Eagle and the Raptor, we anticipate some sort of reaction. This is, you know, a dangerous time when the market is in this sideways trading range. It's so tempting to try to second guess what the market's going to do. And typically what ends up happening is you get stuck in a fake breakout, because that's the natural thing to look for. An entry point is above or below a swing high or low. We do have a rule of three developing here, where we have, now the rule of three is your counter trend signal on the eagle. So first and foremost, there has to be something resembling a trend. And then we have three signals counter trend. So we have one signal, two signals, three signals, but you also have to have a test of the extreme. In this case, the extreme is the low. There's the retest. This is the market trying to recover the downtrend and then failing. And once you see that failure, then you can anticipate that the market may in fact go higher. And that, we got a little bit of follow through from there. Nice little number one signal there on the Raptor, trend change signal on the Falcon. And I guess your first micro macro cross also all occurring more or less the same time. It's nice when the signals are in sync. It does seem to give you a little bit more confidence to try to get on board. I don't know. You know, still in the back of my mind, I have yesterday's session where right out of the gate, everything was terribly bearish and the market never really recovering. And I don't know. Well, I guess we'll see. We'll see whether today will get stronger or not. So far, to me, it seems they're pretty well matched. Okay, back now to the hard edge once again. The Falcon turning over. We got ourselves a red bar buy signal here on the Hawk. These signals tend to develop near the end of a trend. All right, number three signal. So the bulls still pushing. All right. No, I was a little premature in my assessment there. I almost thought we were going to see a test of the extreme. The market come back with another sell signal. If you had framed your sideways range, something like that, you can see we got ourselves a nice little breakout, retest, a nice little follow through off that. Now I think a lot of traders are probably looking at the trading range like this. So now I wonder, are we going to actually see the market try to retest the top end? In which case, we've still got a lot of room to move here from the 93.90 zone up to 9400. Okay, back now somewhere near the open. I think the open was around 93.95. Ray Burkos used to hate to trade the opening price. Yeah, no denying we got ourselves a very strong rally going on off of the low of the morning. So the buyer is pretty much recovering what the sellers dished out this morning. Only difference being the sellers brought the market down rather quickly. But the buyer's pushing back. All right, well, here now the breakout above 94. So it looking like the market, in fact, trying to check out the top end. Looking for a couple of bars to form lower so I can throw a just in case order to buy across the top. There's one. Where's the other? No, not yet. Okay, well, somewhere through here, there's likely to be a retest scenario. We've got the breakout. We'll get the retest. Ooh, look at them go. All right, well, very, very nice move there. Okay. I would expect a deeper retest. I'm going to put my just in case order to buy up here. The problem with this trade is going to be stock placement. Okay, well, set our eagle target. Okay, bigger retest. A lot of times what I like to see is if I would have had a couple of bull bars here, I could have framed the trade to short as well. Didn't quite give me the complete structure. Okay, so this is almost textbook. The breakout, the retest, and now the attempt to recover the trend. At this point, I can put my just in case order to short down here. And we essentially have the market in a bit of a bind. Okay, let's see what they got. My swing target would only be 5 points. So we're kind of hovering there. I'm trying to go here for the eagle target, just so you know. Your swing target would be a little bit easier to get at. All right, let's stay with it. Oh dear, did I get on board a pullback? Hate it when that happens. Come on. Oh, don't you dare turn. Not yet. So while we're waiting for the market to continue, I should actually roll this back here a little bit. So the other day, somebody backed into my van. They left a dent. I don't know what it is. I swear it's the same person who backed into my van a couple of years ago. And of course, it's a hit and run, but it has the same distinctive white paint left behind. And so I've got the call into the insurance company. Got to go to the body shop this morning. I've got to be there shortly after 8, so we'll probably close up the room after this trade. Okay, here we go. Come on, get up above those highs. We're just kind of stuck. back and forth. We're getting, again, this little consolidation going on. And what tends to happen is the breakout usually will occur the same direction that it came into the consolidation period, which is why I'm not too terribly concerned, not yet anyway. Now, they may not give it to me here. And you can see we're getting a retest here of the lows. So the problem with this is that the market will very likely break the low here, and it's either going to pick up some more sellers or it's going to encourage some buyers. For this reason, you don't usually want to keep your stops right here, because you'll almost certainly be tagged if you leave your stops right at the lows. Okay, there's the test now, and there will be another rally here eventually. It just depends whether or not I'm going to be able to hang on long enough. Ouch. gonna get tagged. Don't do it. Ooh. You don't get much closer than that. Kind of hoping against hope here. Looking for, like I said, for the buyers to show up again. No, they're not going to give it to me. All right, well, just hanging on here. Back in the hard edge, and you can see we're kind of got that sideways drift going. Oh, now we're getting a little bit of a bear push. Yeah, I was afraid of that. I didn't think they were going to give it to me. All right, well, if you're going to continue trading today, well, what can I tell you? We're still, in spite of the rather large ranges, we are still trading within today's range. Oh no, actually, I guess we did make a little bit of a new high, didn't we? But it looks like we're just kind of flip-flopping here for a little while. I would anticipate another bullish rally now that we're, making a deeper retest. But things definitely slowing down. I suppose we should see, before we go, we should see what the volume is doing. Oh no, volume's still very light, but the day is just got started, and you can see a very, very neutral day so far. Certainly yesterday's low, very significant. A break below yesterday's low will see the market continue lower. That I can say with confidence. All right, gang, I will talk to you tomorrow. We'll see you then. Bye for now.